Greetings, everyone. Gives me great pleasure in meeting you again after a long time in another video. So, this is one of the research topic in moon research, and if we see this particular topic is it's about our intellect's first phase and the second phase. So the first phase here categorizes as our life experience on our planet Earth, and the second one is about what our livelihood and life is going to be when we start living on our neighborhood planet, the moon. So there are like simple perspectives throughout the article which just flows naturally in raising multiple questions which are truly intriguing, and it is thought provoking in a way that our knowledge expands, and our understanding of how this is exactly needs to happen and will happen is very clearly brought about. So in the first perspective, let us compare our life on Earth and what will be on the moon. So the fundamental of, like, if we are to live on the moon, it's another planet. So the fundamental will be is to compare our nature, right? The nature of how that planet exists and the nature of how our planet Earth exists. So first, let's take our wholesome knowledge on our planet Earth, and that entire knowledge, and if you like just like put it into just one perspective, that is what the article is clearly put on the top, like, is about our way of living with the nature. It's just that it has evolved over period, and there is like multiple ways of doing it, but either way we are deeply connected with our nature and all of our existence. Even like, don't just consider our existential living, but also like any scientific way of living. Like if we are to like create a product, and we are dependent on the natural resources of the planet, like what the rare earth elements that are required to create a mobile product. So similarly, so that is what we are saying here. It's like our knowledge over here is about our connection with our nature, and what will be on the planet moon will be the perspective of knowledge of that nature of that planet, and it will also be operating it. So operating that nature would be the other perspective. So if we are to operate it, and there will be the perspective that's put forth is like there will be correction on it as well. So one is operating and correction. Let's forget about the correction for the moment. Let's just focus on the operating part. If we are to operate a planet, that is the necessity is discussed in other articles, but let's not, like, I don't want to like waste the time of this particular video with I just want this to be focused, so I'm like quickly going about the details. So to operate a planet, we would need its complete understanding of its nature. Let's just say, like, for example, if we are to like make the soil in such a state that it's conducive and it's favorable to plants growing on it, and if we are to do that, and our first perspective is let's use the water resource that's available on that planet, and let's make the soil a bit more strengthened with certain methodologies that we have. And let's say if we create a condition and we work on cultivating a few not cultivating, to grow a few plant lives on the soil of the moon, and we go ahead with working it out. And even that wouldn't be enough, because we would need to understand its connection with the entire function of the planet, in the way it exists and way it's going to exist, and where we would want it to be, so that lives from Earth can live on it. So this whole process needs to have like a complete understanding of nature. So nature and planetary nature in the common sense, and the planetary function in nature as well, which is like a sub segment of an entire nature's knowledge. So let's just delve back to where we are right now, uh, and here, and let me tell another thing. All of these are like thoughts that were provoked while reading through this article. So if we go through the article, you might have you know some of your own perspective to discuss as well, which I would truly welcome from you if you could like comment on the video or into the article which is linked into the video. Yeah, so coming back to our planet Earth and our understanding of our planet Earth and its existential nature of our life, and what's the nature's mechanism, and what's our knowledge of our what we already have, and like what exactly is like our complete understanding of our nature on Earth. And to explore this perspective, wouldn't we want to like know the entire of what humanity has gathered throughout period, like all type of knowledge to be like converged into one perspective to gain that knowledge that we are seeking as an understanding of nature on our planet Earth. And that naturally flows as questions into the next segment of the article itself, where if we are to go and explore in our own experience this perspective, it would obviously given some perspective, but the article itself like sets forth certain fundamentals that would truly stay fundamental to the way if we want to explore our the nature's function of our planet, and what has been our interaction with the planet. And it's been put in a very simplified perspective, and it's very interesting to see, and it's better you go through it and experience it for yourself. That is not the perspective of this article. This article is trying to like this video is more of like bringing out what I gathered from it. So moving on, there was a perspective where it's said that this whole system and our current society, human society, came into existence in the being, like we could say that it was an existential nature. The way the entire nature of our life itself flowed is one perspective that can be explored. Obviously it needs to be explored. That's for another day's topic. But the other part where was consciously put forth by our human society, that is another perspective that could be explored, which is very unique in terms to explore that consciously, in the sense that not in any kind of a malicious nature or anything. It's just that consciously meaning human intellect was truly in place in those pivotal moments, that it understood that certain aspects are so core to it that those practices naturally were like put in place through people at that time, and the benefits that was read through that system kept being through. Like for instance, we could say something like education has always been through the human society, though it has evolved, but the nature and the spark where that should be part of the society, like so the entire flow, that is another interesting perspective that could be explored in trying to understand how our nature's connection and the knowledge that we have on our planet Earth is. And then there is another perspective when describing this intellect. So here we are describing what we are coming back to the core of the article, and the title of the article is that the intellect on our planet Earth and the intellect on the moon that we are going to live on. So our planet's intellect, right, our Earth's intellect. So that segment is what we are trying to derive through all these perspectives, and in that it's been described in two different perspectives. One is the natural experiential knowledge that we have as one segment, and the other being the creative and artificially created existence of life as another perspective. Right? These two intellects are put together, and that the nature this whole perspective is explored in the article is so for me it's like revelating. It's like it's a truly new perspective to me. The reason being is that the the artificial nature is an encapsulation under the nature's experience that we have. So and that is one perspective. The other perspective is like the artificial is a continuity of the nature's experience, which was the truth, right? Like how our sciences evolved. Like it might sound rudimentary, but at the same time, that was indeed the perspective. Like our connection with the nature was much more pronounced during the 16th or the 17th century, when telescope was discovered or like gravity was discovered. The connection was more apparent, though now it doesn't seem so, but always those ingenious thought process always came, and those inspirations were always from our connection with the nature. So it's been described as a continued process, so both together, and that is a very nice. And this as well, this aspect which I'm trying to convey over here, this as well is required to be like explored, and that again would give us our knowledge of what is our nature's connection with as human beings with our planet Earth, which would be truly useful in our travel towards moon and creating our livelihood over there. And this article continues further. I just wanted to like establish whatever I've that came to my mind, and I've organized it and I've shared it with you. In this section of the video, I wanted it to be short. So the next one, the rest of the article, I'll read through it and I'll share my experience as well. Any comments or messages is highly welcome, and it will truly be encouraging for me to like come on the video and like connect with you guys and explore further on these topics. And these are I'm truly happy to be part of this whole research work, and this is truly giving me a lot of perspectives and knowledge about of how our nature is, and that is truly a blessed feeling. And thank you guys, thank you very much. Catch you again.